Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the December reading and going into the new year for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars to get additional messages. Also, keep in mind these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with. If need be, flip the energy around. I also do not discriminate in my readings. Therefore, I read for those who have been on the receiving end of the misdeeds and those that have done them. So, whatever side of the coin you fit on, again, apply it as it may fit to you and your situation. If it doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. And as I tell many people, you probably should be glad that it doesn't, because there's a lot of drama that goes on this table here. If you'd like a personal reading, of course, all the information is below. If you'd like to make an energy exchange and donate to the channel, donations are greatly appreciated. And you can also see how to do that below. Don't mind my cup of tea, because I just did 2 other readings. Sagittarius was an hour and a half, and the other one was 40 minutes, and now on to you, and that's a whole lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? So we must refresh with my Celestial Seasonings bedtime tea. Maybe that'll prepare me to go to sleep or get cozy after this. But this is the Law of Attraction spread, which I've been doing for everybody because it is the end of the year and we don't want to carry in any old shit, right? Going forward. So hopefully this would help us to, again, maybe see some things we need to see, heal some things we need to heal, and release, and onward and upward, right? This is the energy that you're currently sending out. This is something that you need to be more open to receiving. This is what will come when you become more open to this. This represents the next steps that you have to take, of the leap of faith. This card represents how can you manifest even more successfully, and this last card is the advice, and of course the bottom row is the clarifier of the top row. Then we have the overview, we have advice, we have what challenge or block or obstacle that we're needing to deal with here. Advice in regards to love. We have what chakras we're needing to work on clearing, so that again, clean it up, clear it out. And that's actually the title of your overview for the month. Clean it up. And then lastly, of course, we would do the reality check, or the life lesson that we're needing to take with us on our journey from this point forward. See, I give people so much because my love for you is so strong that I want to give you multiple things. It's like early Christmas. But then again, my readings are always long, so it's always like Christmas on my twin flame journey. You get extra. Not those quick 15-minute kind of, scratching the surface, but not really telling you what the fuck's going on, or what you need to do, or what you're not seeing, or etc. I try to do my best. Oh, and I do this every time. I begin somewhere where I'm not meant to yet. The overview. Clean it up. What's this? Some kind of deer? A deer with a sweeper. Oh, and it's, speaking of Christmas and deer, and you know what I'm saying? How fitting. Maybe the Christmas wish is to please release me from any shit that's gotta go. Right? Right. 21. To be 21 again. If I knew then what I know now. You know what I'm saying? 21. Clean it up. Essential meanings: getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The Oracle's message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Yup. Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Yup. Too much work? Yup. Overwhelmed? Yup. Time to clean house. Well, all right. Every item out of place natters away at you. Okay? Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. This is very true. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Well, maybe we can't pay shit because we ain't got no damn money. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, empathize, empathize. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Well, all right, right? Because now's the time to free ourselves energetically. Cleaning house. Relationship message, time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say, what's on your mind? Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through its new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours, what's not yours, to clean up that relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Some people bring U-Haul trucks, you know what I'm saying? Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered. And your relationship will flourish, or your relationships, perhaps, because again, we got to deal with multiple people and situations. Prosperity message, simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. Yes, this is important. These yes people and taking on everybody else's shit again. It's okay to say no. And in fact, it's a good practice. Boundaries, people, boundaries, right? Protection message. Is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now? Trying too hard to be helpful. Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Again, this could be some form of codependency. Let me heal you. Let me save you. Let me work harder on your issues than you are yourself. Thinking we can heal and fix and take on everybody else's shit. Meanwhile, they're just laying around, being a mooch. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens. What is the cost to you and to them? Because in essence, it's one thing to be supportive, but it's another thing to be enabling. And a lot of people enable other people in their karma, while that person is helping that person be knee deep in their karma. Again, two people feeding each other's wounding cycles. You know what I'm saying? So again, when you don't have boundaries, when you don't have self-respect, when you don't have self-love, when you're the doormat, the overgiver, the what have you, by not asserting yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're also doing that person a disservice because you're enabling them in their karma of treating people like doormats or using people or taking advantage again. But this is the lesson, unfortunately, that many of us have learned. Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding an even greater strain. Yep, until the back breaks or until you have a breakdown. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved, and this is true. It says a lot of people overextend themselves as a people pleasing, because that somehow feeds their wound of wanting to feel loved and accepted. So they go overboard. But again, some people love when you go overboard because then they can take full advantage of you and all that you have to offer, and then they'll leave you high and dry and depleted and in a state of what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Watch out. The word Lord. Communication, praise, and dishonesty. Like I said, probably dealing with some shady ass people that love people that take on all of their responsibilities because then they don't have to, right? So I always mention, know what you're dealing with, people. Watch out for those hobosexuals, narcissists, users, fuck boys, fuck girls, whatever you want to call them. People that just don't treat you right. Word Lord. Number 43. Well, hopefully we're not the one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think so. I think perhaps we're falling on the end of some deceptions here. Does it ever end? It's like I live through it, and I live through it every time myself, and I live through every reading I do. I live through it over and over through other people's stuff. It's like, it never ends. The word Lord in reverse in the challenge position. When the word Lord appears as your challenger, he gently warns of untruths, denial, and unsupportive thoughts and words in any area of your life. This includes, negative self-talk. If you've been dishonest in any way, it's time to make amends. Change your tune. Otherwise, your impact on the world will not be as effective as you would like. That's for those that are deceiving others or deceiving themselves or both. Even if you were to be successful as an immediate result, there would be a price to pay later, of course, because again, eventually, you know what I'm saying? If others are being unsupportive towards you, know that it's them, not you. It's me, not you. Remember that you don't have to engage others when they project their own fears and negativity on you. And this also, no, we shouldn't be doing that either to other people. Again, I don't know what side of the coin people are falling on here. Another message here is about how you speak about yourself. As I mentioned, negative self-talk. Do you say self-depreciating words? Do you minimize yourself as to not intimidate others? Again, making yourself small to build up other people. It does a disservice to you both, right? I even have a card. I made a card exactly on that subject there in my deck I created. Do you refer to yourself as less than beautiful? Time to change those unconscious statements now. It's not difficult to change things as we are always given a choice to make new decisions. As long as you remain positive and supportive, the rest will quickly melt away until you persevere. Told you this is the third reading. Maybe that sleepy time is kicking in. The rest will quickly melt away until all you perceive is the highest good for all. Right? As long as you remain positive and supportive to yourself there. All you need is a desire to change and be positive, and the word Lord will help you win the game of life. And again, that stinking thinking, that negative self-talk, depending on your upbringing, your wounding, or whatever, again, the mind could be its own worst enemy. Even if you don't get other people around abusing you, you'll abuse yourself by, talking shit constantly. Putting yourself down, nitpicking at every little flaw that you see. Again, whatever it is that you can just, and again, everybody does it. And it's sometimes, it can get really bad. But that's what keeps us, that's the child within, that's the wounding, that's the little one that was hurt, and it's that little voice that keeps reiterating that wound of not good enough. It's always something, whether it's physical appearance or just, skills, or always having shitty love experiences or friendships. Again, when we're so nice and we're so giving and we can't understand why things, again, it's because we lack boundaries. And you'll usually have a lot of negative experiences because you attract people who love to trespass against other people's boundaries. And that can also feed into the low self-esteem. Again, it's like this vicious cycle, right? Well, what's the saying? It says, I'm depressed because I'm fat because I overeat, but I overeat because I'm depressed. It's like the cycle. I can't get out. I can't get out. Um, but it's trying to, again, if we're engaging in any kind of stinking thinking, negative self-talk, beating ourselves up, what have you, try to picture yourself as a little kid standing in front of you and you're saying all that stuff. You probably wouldn't, right? But we do it to ourselves internally all the time. And since the body is made a lot up of water, all that negative self-talk or all these negative energies we're taking on from other people and all their bullshit, that stays trapped in the cells and it lowers the vibration and it keeps you in that state. Freedom, clean it up, releasing those thoughts, releasing toxic people and situations, whatever it is that are keeping us in a state of the woe-is, oh, woe-is me. It's about living and learning, again, making better choices and self-awareness, recognizing our own shit, recognizing other people's shit, and putting a halt to it, again, whether internally or externally, because it doesn't serve any highest good for us, right? Bottom of the deck. I will read the love and the other thing after. Bottom of the deck, we got Knight of Wands. So either this is you, the person you're dealing with, or an energy. Knight of Wands can be, play on player. Now, if we've been dealing with one of those types here, or we've been that way, I don't know, because we got the Lovers in reverse under that. We got the Hermit, which is shining a light on some shady ass shit. And home life, and needing to take a new beginning, hopefully towards, love here, soulmate, internal emotional balance, trying to be fearless again to keep it moving, looking for stability, looking for long-lasting relationships, looking for more than the bullshit we've been dealing with this freaking person over here. You know what I'm saying? The Hermit is like, I see you. Can't hide your shit from me. Can't get away with nothing from me with you and your red boots over there. This is also about decisions that are going to affect us in the long run. Needing to make important life choice decisions, again, in regards to the energy we bring, the energy they allow, the direction we want to go in, who's got to go and who's coming with us, and etc., etc. This here is, the Knight is in the pursuit of an idea. Maybe that idea is to start afresh, start anew, in another direction after some failed situation. This is a committed and determined energy. This is also the act first, think later type. Someone who's impatient and impulsive, but also has a love for action. Rushes without the thought of consequence, and that may negatively impact them in the long term. It's the in and out type. Again, the player. One day you see me, one day you don't. It's also ambition that needs to be channeled the right way. Hasty change of job or residence. Again, I don't know if people are moving. With the Four of Wands, it does speak about home life. A need to react quickly. Go with the flow, as resistance is useless. Right? And as I spoke about here, again, something's needing to be reflected upon, most certainly, either in regards to our own behavior. Well, it's always reflect on your own shit. Because again, when you figure out why you are the way you are and how you've been showing up, it's a lot easier to figure out why other people are the way they are. And it's exactly, and we're not responsible for healing other people. We're not responsible for enabling other people and their karma and their shit, right? Again, we're only responsible for us and how we show up and what we allow. And if people cannot meet us in a way that is cohesive and an equal give and take, etc., they gotta go. They gotta go, or we gotta go, or somebody gotta go, or something's gotta go, because, you know what I'm saying? That shit is karmic, and that shit is no fun. Seven of Swords in reverse. And you had Seven of Swords over here, too. And you have the Princess of Swords in reverse, which is the Page of Swords in reverse. And then you get the Two of Cups there. What else is here? Queen of Wands in reverse. So I don't know. The Hangman needing to see something from a different perspective, needing to get our emotional balance in hand. Maybe we're, a bit fed up, a bit angry, or this is the person that we're dealing with. Two of Cups again, speaking about soulmates. Whatever it is that we're going through, or just coming into balance within ourselves, or people looking for love, after a situation. Perhaps again, some negative talking here, negative self-talk, or people, talking a lot of shit to us, verbal, difficult, harsh communications here. It's also lack of clarity or lack of communication, or communicating again in a way that is don't get us anywhere. Seven of Swords again in reverse. People trying to get away with shit. Aren't they always? Breaking free from mental challenges as well. Right? Difficulty in taking the first steps in a new direction. Feeling like we're having continuous setbacks. Need to release old pain from your heart, or a need to break free from old habits and ways of thinking to overcome blocks. Again, even our own self-sabotaging behavior. Again, stinking thinking. Whatever holds us back from becoming the best versions of us. Need to broaden our horizons, right? Again, in regards to relationships, it could have been an affair, some kind of love triangle, bullshit. We don't want to deal with any of that, right? We're a main dish, not a side. You know what I'm saying? Those side dishes, I never understand the attraction to want to play that role. Again, but everybody's got their own stuff. I'm not a side, I'm a main. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more than comfortable to eat at the table alone if somebody else ain't, serving me what I serve them. You know what I'm saying? That shit is over and done. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Shows a growing reluctance to keep up the charades, or again, or maybe there's some harsh truth coming out, or somebody's figured something out, or something. The joys of life. King of Wands, the vibration that you're currently sending out. So again, this could be you. Male, female, doesn't matter. Or this is what you're looking for. I'm looking for a king. I'm not looking for any more jokers, right? Look for a king or a queen or whatever. Like I said, don't pay attention to the gender. This person, knows what they want and they go after it, right? They're passionate. Same with the Knight of Wands here. But the Knight of Wands can also be a real doozy. Fire and strength, again, life, creativity, ongoing drive to move forward against all obstacles. Pure fire energy takes an idea and changes the world to match his vision. Natural born leader, a visionary, sets a goal and sticks to it and ensures they can make it happen with support from those around them. Again, it's good to have people that got your back, right? Embraces challenges, enjoys the growth that comes with it. Takes initiative, not all talk and no action. Again, this person, they're not playing. Compassionate and passionate, goal-oriented, future-looking. It's also about an opportunity to take on a challenge, but you are the determining factor. And the negative aspect, of course, this is someone that can get a little bit of an ego, can be a little aggressive in their pursuits, a little arrogant, a little bit of an attention seeker. But again, says, I don't know if this... I think this is just embodying confidence, drive, determination, or we're wanting somebody who embodies this and less of this, perhaps. Not wanting a king, not a knight. And why do we have the king here? Or we're wanting to be a king and not a knight, what have you. The Nine of Cups, So obviously this is talking about wanting to, again, follow your dreams, follow your pursuits, be happy, be passionate, live life, be thriving, not be in betrayal situations and woes and lostness and stinking thinking and what have you. We want to be joyous and happy and have our wishes fulfilled, and you know what I'm saying. Nines also talk about being to the end. Almost. You can taste it. You just need to put in a little something extra. Allow the universe to bring in your dharma, especially if you've gone through a karmic situation. You've learned a lesson and you've shed some karma, then they want to bring something in for you, right? Well, we got to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Big ideas and grand schemes, happiness in all areas, satisfaction on all levels, enjoying the pleasures of life, daydreaming, you know, what do I want? What do I want to become? Where do I want to go? It's also an emotionally fulfilling situation, the strengthening of a friendship or a consummation of a sexual one. Joy and happiness is in your grasp, enjoying the abundance of life and feeling the emotions. Perfection all around you. Counting your blessings and living in the moment. Stability, advancements, about to achieve the 10. It can also be about splurging and indulging. And we're trying to indulge in our happiness and splurge a little of whatever we got and spread around for the holiday season cheer. But again, there is a want or desire for achievement, fulfillment, direction, clarity, healing, love for some. Again, what everybody wants, right? So again, this is the energy that you're currently sending out. And then we have something that you're needing to be more open to receiving. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, in the upright, everybody's kind of coming together, sharing ideas, figuring out how we can build this lovely temple, room, what have you here. All right. And reverse, though, with a lack of teamwork or disregard for our skills. So again, because this isn't all just about the woo-woo, you know. We might have love issue stuff. We might have career issue stuff. We might have friend issue stuff, work, people you work with. Who knows? It's all kinds of drama playing on in all kinds of areas, right? But again, if we're not embodying this King of Wands, we need to be tapping into, again, our skills, our talents, and anything that will help us to achieve whatever goals that we're looking to achieve in any areas of our life. This speaks about a lack of teamwork, competition, tension due to different people trying to control things. It's perhaps a need, again, to break free from a group. So I don't know, again, if people dealing with some third-party bullshit. Remember, main dish, not a side. Lack of harmony and having negative effects. Lack of common goals. Seeking more respect in the workplace or just, in our relationships. Feeling restless in a situation and a need to be heard. Mundane jobs or not much something that doesn't have much opportunity for growth. Again, could be a relationship, could be friendship, could be people you work with, career, what have you. But again, there's obviously some difficulty in cooperation with people, feeling not heard, not feeling like there's much opportunity to continue in something, because it's having a negative effect on us and our well-being, mental, emotional, financial, physical, whatever it is. Now, the why of this is the 2 of Pentacles. So why are we, needing to perhaps get out of a situation or figuring out how we can, you know, come together and work with people? Um, this is about juggling concerns again. Differences here, concerns, unlimited problems, ups and downs in life. This is also need again to go with the flow, understand reason, season, lifetime, people and situations. Again, needing to release ourselves from anything that isn't working for us anymore. Knowing our worth and value, believing in ourselves, kind of getting our shit together here. Um, The need to balance opposing desires and interests, remain alert, agile, and patient, and be clear on our priorities, not becoming distracted. Um, this is also possible problems and difficulties in the future. So again, this is probably we're trying to assess some things here. Um, it also predicts change or a need to be flexible or able to cope. Stay centered again and going with the flow. So even if we feel like some shit isn't working out, we're obviously sending out some energy here. So I feel like in some ways it's like people are kind of getting hip to certain situations that they've been involved in that were not serving them, or how they were not stepping up to the plate for themselves. Again, enabling people in their bullshit and not again having enough boundaries and wisdom. And again, we live and learn, right? We live and learn. Now, again, just try to go with the flow. What will come when you are more open to this? We have the Six of Swords, but in the reverse. So maybe we'll be able to, this just talks about not being able to move on or carrying baggage. So maybe, we need to, the leap of faith would be to let go of the baggage. This is also about depression. Just getting through the days, listless, lifeless, lacking energy and motivation, just getting by, trying to move on from the past, trying to move past, again, physical or mental challenges, unresolved issues, doubts, but needing to move towards a better future. Resistant transition for some. In regards to new relationships, we haven't moved on from the past relationship, again, carrying baggage with us. Well, we don't want to do that. That's why they're probably saying clean it up. We carry that shit into the new stuff that will plague current and future relationships if not dealt with. So again, whatever residual effects emotionally, mentally, that are plaguing on us here, we're needing to release, and move towards the Nine of Cups again. Become the King of Wands here. And again, male, female, doesn't matter, right? And why is this? Because the Emperor in reverse. So again, you could have been dealing with a real doozy. Someone who's excessively controlling, manipulative. This is what we got here. Trickery too. Oh boy, Ten of Swords, boy. As I said, there's always drama on this table. Somebody can be dominating, inflexible, which is again, you can't work with somebody. They don't. It's impossible. Or if we're being this way, we're needing to not. I don't know. This is also about freeing ourselves from controlling figures and standing up to them. Right? Domineering, abusive power, domineering and rigid in his thinking, insecurity, and therefore trying to be controlling. Because usually people that are controlling and abusive lack self-esteem. So they're bullies. You know what I'm saying? Again, this could be your partner. This could be, some kind of father figure here, or it says officials, or yeah, which, maybe somebody you work with, or again, I don't know if this is you. Abusive power, again, domineering, rigid. I already read all that. It's late, people. Speaks about also needing to gain some control over and freeing oneself of controlling figures, again, standing up to them, tired of being under the thumb. In regards to the self, it's a lack of self-control or ambition. But this person here looks like this is completely opposite to this, right? But perhaps again, there's some lingering something that we're still, one day we may feel like this, and the other day we feel like this. Need to gain control of some structure in our lives. In regards to love, again, someone who can be overbearing and abusive partner, someone who's very stubborn. Lord, give us strength. Right, people? Because we freaking need it in this place. This represents the next step that you have to take with a leap of faith. So again, letting go of all those friggin' pain that other people friggin' cause, or do we even cause ourselves again? But once we know better, we do better, right? The next step that you have to do, again, recovery, regeneration, right? It's a pain that it's a pain that had to occur for growth, and again, transformation within you. This is a need for reevaluation and elimination of previous attitudes and what's important. On the positive side, on the negative, it could be where there's a little bit of resisting an inevitable ending. There's a fear of the pain, or thinking worst case scenarios, creating fear and anxiety, or still carrying, again, wounds from old situations that are buried or unrealized, and a need for dealing and release, again, cleaning it up. And why? Oh, because the King of Cups in reverse. So again, this could be someone that we're dealing with. Again, was a real doozy. Or this could be us, being still in the lowest, or being in depression somewhat, or still, And then we have High Priestess. So obviously we're needing to use our intuition here, our higher knowing, our wisdom that we gain through situations. Again, King of Cups talks about emotional manipulation. So watch out for people, again, who do that, Bullies, narcissists, abusive types, real doozies. Definitely break free from that kind of shit. Don't nobody got time for that. Incredibly emotionally controlling and manipulative is the King of Cups in reverse. It's also a need for us to control our emotional state, right? Yeah, because again, we might be feeling all out of whack here, but if we're surrounded by assholes, it's a given. Toxic, moody, sulky, and withdraws. Someone who can be vindictive and vengeful. Punishes through emotional manipulation. I said, watch out, man. Those slithering tongues, those silver tongues. Oh. Master manipulators. Emotional blackmail to push their own agendas, and leaves you feeling uncertain about yourself, as if you're the problem, not them. It leads to undeserved emotional instability within you. If it's a past person, you still need to work on releasing yourself from their controlling forces. Again, if you're dealing with narcissistic types, I always tell people, know what you're dealing with. Not everybody's dealing with a narcissist, but again, if you watch the video that I've just uploaded about, twin flame soulmates and the narcissists and all that stuff, I tell everybody in my readings, please know what you're dealing with. and act accordingly. I would advise anyone who might have been dealing with abusive types, manipulators, liars, cheaters, or whatever, to please watch that. Um, and again, know what you're dealing with. Oh, this is a maturing person who's let their emotions take control of their life. Again, codependence. Codependency, struggling with self-deception or deception of others, needing to see it as it is. It's also being confused in love. Like, why does this shit keep happening? Why do we keep attracting these type of people? Well, because something within us needs to change. Self-love, self-respect, boundaries. Not taking on other people's shit, letting people be responsible for their own stuff. Say, hey, I can support you, but I'm not going to pay your way. I'm not going to, be your mother or your father or how whatever is whatever here. And again, people grown, let people take care of their own, be able to be an equal contributor on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Again, that codependency, watch out for that. You cannot love or heal or save anybody else. Don't take on somebody else's stuff because you want to be loved and accepted and you don't want to be alone, or whatever is your wounding or your motive for engaging or dealing with or what have you. It's most importantly, again, for everyone to not only have awareness about what they're dealing with, but also what they're dealing with within themselves. Know what your wounding is. Know what your patterns are. Know what needs to be changed within you. So again, we can clean that shit up. Get rid of what no longer serves us. Get rid of people that are toxic and using and abusing and whatever. And if we're being that way, we're needing to, again, check ourselves because we're losing relationships or people, situations. Again, everyone reaps what they sow eventually. So again, I don't know what side of the coin are people laying on here. But again, everybody's got to own their side of the street. The roles that they play in regards to how they show up and how they allow other people to show up. This is a big lesson for many because, again, we get what we allow. And how long we tolerate something, it plays a role in us, contributing to our own suffering. Because, again, you know what I'm saying? What the heart wants, what the heart wants. Yes, but sometimes the heart needs to fucking go sit down and shut up because, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't know what the hell it's doing over there. High Priestess, again, higher knowings, using our wisdom and understanding in regards to shit that we're dealing with here. Our intuition, it speaks about, again, life changes, epiphanies, wisdom, new paths, cycles, endings, new ones beginning, showing up differently for ourselves, right? Spiritual enlightenment, divine knowledge, and inner illumination. It also teaches to not control others if we're talking about the negative aspect of the masculine energy. They need to learn more of their feminine side, the positive aspect of the feminine energy. Because the negative aspect of the feminine energy is the people pleaser, the doormat, the one who tolerates all that shit. The negative aspect of the masculine energy is the mooch, the liar, the cheater, the abusive type. And their positive traits, they're leaders, they're self-empowered, they have self-love, self-respect, they take action in their lives, they don't take advantage of other people, they don't allow others to take advantage out of them. Again, everybody's needing to kind of get in balance here and stop being on the way other end of the spectrum, where we're in karmic situations and karmic cycles, because again, we're not addressing our own stuff, our own wounding, because again, many people aren't even aware that they got wounding. But that's why I'm here. To kind of shine a light on the scene, you know what I'm saying? In regards to the feminine, it's a need to learn to trust herself and be truly in the feminine, divine feminine energy, right? Stepping into your power. Queen of Wands over there was in the upside down position. But again, king, queen, female, male. It's not about gender. It's about energy. When I talk about masculine and feminine, you got to keep that in mind. But you're all smart. You know this. I don't have to tell you, right? So again, that's what we're needing to do. Follow our intuition, follow our inner guidance, get into balance if we're on the negative side of one of these energies here, reclaiming our personal power, stepping out of situations that are, again, not serving our highest and best, and stop showing up in negative ways for ourselves that might be causing problems in regards to our life. How can you manifest even more successfully? Well, get out of conflict here, in your head even. The good voice and the bad voice that duke it out every day. The one that wants to be this, but then, the other side's going like this. This is also coming out of conflict with others. This is petty conflict, but this maybe I'm thinking is more of your thoughts, because obviously if we got 10 of swords over here and 7 of swords and, emperor's reverse and king of cups reverse, I would expect this to be the 5 of swords. But again, this is, I think, more internal dialogue, and that's why we're needing to clean that up. Again, because the ruminating thoughts or the, stinking thinking or whatever it is, it can be creating blocks for us. We're needing to love ourselves. How can you manifest even more successfully? This is talk about being engaged or conflict in competition, petty arguments. So maybe, again, not doing that kind of shit. Differing beliefs, debating with people. Again, can't seem to work it out, meet eye to eye, coming to some kind of peace and harmony. This is 5s, which speaks about, again, conflict and change. In the midst of conflict or being challenged on our points of view, arguing but not listening. Again, people just, listening to respond and not actually listening to what the person's saying. I'm sure you've had situations like this. Especially if people are trying to quickly defend and hide their shady shit. Group brainstorming and problem solving. So this speaks about groups and this speaks about groups. So again, I don't know if we're dealing with relationships or friendships or working situations or what have you. Again, this could have been a boss, tyrannical boss. Who the hell knows? It leaves us unhappy, and we got co-workers stabbing us in the back. Who the hell knows what's going on here? We got all kinds of scenarios because it is a general reading, so I got to throw them all out there. Problem solving. Again, try to figure out. That's kind of what 2 of Pentacles is. Weighing things out and trying to figure out, okay, which one of these pentacles do I need to drop here? Figure shit out. Clean it up. Encouraging, again, enthusiastic approaches to change. Be glad, especially if you're breaking free out of situations that aren't working for you anymore, that were painful, that you're not being treated right or appreciated or what have you. This is kind of have enthusiasm that you're getting out of that. But it's also a way that the situation, obviously, whatever it is that we went through, was meant to teach us something about ourselves and other people. It can be beneficial from us to learn from the experiences, the different ways that people engage with each other. Currently scattered energy that needs clear strategy, especially if we're taking the reins here and pursuing things. We're needing to, again, kind of get a direction, get a plan, get a focus, get in alignment here. This is, again, personal struggles and conflict, either internal or external, causing tension and confusion. And why is this? Because of the 7 of Pentacles. So obviously we're needing to get unconfused, resolve whatever, because again, we're looking at what the fuck do we just invest in, and they ain't got shit to show for it. Because this Seven of Pentacles here, it's like everything's dead. And all they got is the Two of Pentacles, which is talking about the Two of Pentacles here. So now they're trying to weigh out the pros and cons, the what was, the what is, and what can't be anymore, and what's not working, and what's got to go, and what do I do, and I'm going to take the Two Pentacles because these other ones here are dead and broken and busted, and I'm going to just try to figure out my options and try to go with the flow and heal and move towards better things, right? Well, this is what we're needing to do. Checks and balances, again, contemplating the value of our efforts and the efforts of other people, too. A desire to invest long-term, in something that's actually going to bring some kind of benefit. It's not going to be a waste of time. Trying to get the biggest bang for your buck, trying to be focused on results or assessing what will be a likely better payoff. Frustration as well. Wondering, when am I going to get my time? When's my blessing going to come? Or when's my dream job? Or when's my perfect relationship? Or whatever. But what are we doing to whatever you want, you got to be able to deal with that, prepare for that, right? You got to be ready for it. And that's why they're being asked to figure out your own stuff, what you need to change about you, what efforts you can put into manifesting whatever it is that you'd like to have, allowing the universe to do its thing, work with it, not against it. Don't be your own worst enemy. And that stinking thinking, I tell you, that doesn't help, because again, what we put out is what we're getting back. And if we're feeling any kind of less than or lack or what have you, we're just going to attract more of that, right? So again, self-empowerment here. This is also fear of failure, delays, frustration. It's also knowing that we will learn how to invest better next time, right? Focus on the present and what you have, and what you have is an opportunity to do something differently, to show up differently, and have different results, right? Even though there's no guarantee, again, but wisdom helps. Wisdom helps, and that's what these experiences are meant to teach you, right? So that we don't, hopefully, repeat anything. Just try to focus again on the present and what you can do. Know that again, your time will come, but we got to get out of whatever conflict or petty bullshit that we might be engaged in over here. Now, this here is advice, right? From the universe, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And then why the Ten of Cups in reverse? Because the Nine of Pentacles. So I don't know if this is symbolizing us, being single now. We've gotten out of something. That's why we're trying to call in this King of Wands. Or maybe we're trying to embody this so that we can attract happier situations for ourselves. Nine of Pentacles also speaks about financial abundance. So again, a lot of people got more than just the woo-woo. They got financial karma. All kinds of shit. The roster's full over here. Ten of Cups in reverse speaks about misalignment of values, broken homes and marriages, quarreling, family unit falling apart, unhappiness, and a need to restore order. This is also not spending enough quality time together. Aim to treat each other with love and respect to restore harmony and love. It's like if you can, but if you can't make something work, and also too when to cut your losses. Again, depends on how people are showing up. Who's willing to look at their own shit and work on it, and then work on the relationship? Because again, unless people are self-aware of their own stuff and willing to make some changes, you'll be fighting against the tide. Yeah. You know, we're needing to definitely be around people that will treat us with love and respect. And if it ain't this situation or these people or this whatever, you know, keep it moving. Um, a need for compassion and respect, misaligned personal values, or not being true to yourself. Questioning our beliefs and what you are doing. A need to address lingering issues. Right? We all got them, people. Neglecting loved ones while pursuing materialistic goals. A need to be clear about where your personal values lie. So again, whatever in that explanation kind of fits you, because again, these cards hold so many meanings and there could be so many scenarios, and I try to give as many as I can to reach as many people as I can, because again, this is general. But obviously, it's figuring out again what you want and you know what's going to make you happy, and not engaging in or settling for less than you deserve, or engaging in drama, bullshit, anything that's not serving your highest and best, right? I need to restore order in one's life. Nine of Pentacles again speaks about fruitful accomplishments of your desires. So again, what you've invested in, you're seeing the results of that manifest. Not like this Seven of Pentacles dude. He's like, you know, look at all this shit I wasted here. But you got Nine of Cups here and you got Nine of Pentacles here. So obviously, we're desiring more for ourselves, right? Your intellectual and spiritual self-control, a sense of peace, satisfaction, which is complete opposite of this, right? And fulfillment of a creative venture or personal investment that offers a more permanent, lasting achievement as a result of one's own efforts. So again, this could be love, this could be career, this could be both. Reaching a point in life and feeling self-confident, self-sufficient, independent, and free. Again, mirroring the King of Wands. That's kind of what this person is. You know, they're coming to their own. And I think a lot of people are wanting really bad to come into their own. People are tired of just the shit they've been through in life. And again, and change begins when you become aware of your own bullshit. And again, the energy you bring and the energy that you allow, how you show up for yourself, how you think about yourself, your self-esteem, your drive, your motivation, and again, and all the ways that we self-sabotage ourselves and prevent ourselves from having what we really want. But again, that's the wounding, that's the programming that needs to be changed. Know your worth and your value, and you are worthy of having everything that you would like to have for yourself. See it, believe it, achieve it, right? Nines, again, speak about being close to achieving your goal. So don't give up before the, you know what I'm saying? Well-deserved success attained by your own accord. Wanting to enjoy, you know, money, leisure time, pleasures, material comforts, and success. Knowing that you can achieve through hard work and commitment. I think we're all kind of feeling that, like, I want some damn Ten of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? I want some kings and or queens, and stop dealing with, you know, Slim Shadys over there. So basically, your advice is to go for the best, my dear. Listen to your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Especially when dealing with people that we know, perhaps serving their own interests there. The dog barking. Oh, me so tired. Your intuition is completely reliable and accurate at this time. Listen to your own inner guidance and you can't go wrong. You can be certain that the messages you're receiving from your angels are real and trustworthy. Have faith in your feelings about the circumstances you're experiencing. Your insights into other people and their true feelings or motives are perfectly accurate. There is no need to question what you know is true. And the chakras you're needing to work on healing here is heart chakra, trickery. So obviously, somebody feels they were played for a fool or playing somebody else for a fool. Instinct, crown chakra, intuition. Listen to your intuition. Really. In regards to this person, situation, dealing with soulmates, again, people in your soul group that you incarnate here. And again, it could be work, friends, family, hell, it's even your pets are part of your soulmate group, you know? Or it's personal relationships. Whatever it is, whatever group of people, whatever situations you've been dealing with, you know, use your intuition, clean that shit up, and again, stand in your power here. You know what I'm saying? People. Boy. Let's see here. Instincts. What's going on with instincts? There is a guide inside of us. Inspiration message. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. Personal inquiry. How can I master letting go and moving on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Key ideas. Solitary journey. Spirit lies on the road ahead. Being led by spirit and following your instinct. Keywords are instinct, guides, and awakening. That's right. We woke around here. No more sleeping. No more sleeping on people that are creeping. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, trickery. So you can tell I'm tired because I'm a hoot a minute. I'll be cracking jokes left and right. Trickery. The tempter is as guilty as the thief, as sad as it is, and as unwilling and unwanting we are to want to hear that again. Everybody's responsible for their own side of the street. We get what we allow. Wearing those rose-colored glasses, wishing and hoping and waiting for other people to change when it's really how we need to change, and how we're showing up and how we're allowing other people to show up. The only person you have control over is yourself. Again, we've all had to learn this, unfortunately. But I should say fortunately, because now, of course, you're wiser, you're stronger, you're better, and you're not going to let that shit happen again. Right, Aries? Inspiration message during trying times. Things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place you expect. So I don't know if that's for some people that might need to have some assistance here. And maybe you ain't too excited about where it's going to come from. A personal inquiry. Am I afraid to tell the truth? And how does that fear make me manipulate others? As I said, I don't know what side of the coin people are on here. What do I really need to say? Key ideas. Dance of scarcity, coveting possessions, vulnerable heart, self-honesty, accusing others, and hidden motives. Keywords are vision, honesty, and greed. So again, if we were the ones doing the shady shit, we're needing to cut that out. Look at our stuff and heal that shit. Or, again, we're needing to be more aware of the people that are in our midst. And again, and what we allow, what we tolerate. Checking people's, motives and intentions, making sure that, again, we're honest with ourselves. This is also feeling hurt because we were deceived for some. But it's also trying to figure out, what do we want? And again, and if this person or situation cannot provide that, then, well, is this? We part ways. It is time to face my true feelings. This is the soulmate card. Inspiration message: to enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love, especially self-love. That's the biggest incentive to change, because I'm gonna love myself more than this person, that person, this situation, whatever. It's doing what is again gonna bring you happiness and joy and fulfillment, and allow you to stand strong and in your power and be confident, and not playing small to build up other people or to tolerate other people's shit, right? Um, and then we bloom into the rose, right? Personal inquiry: what truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Key ideas is speaking your truth, choosing love, freedom through transformation. It's also resistance to commitment. So again, are we being, committed to our own healing, to our own journey, or to, if we were on the shady end there, we being committed to people, not wanting to be play on, play up there. It's also an unexpected outcome or new truths. So again, some awareness is coming into play here, and thank the Lord. Keywords are authenticity, treasure, and trust. Right? Treasure thyself, be authentic to thyself, and trust that if we stand true, you know what I'm saying, we can avoid El Drago over here, or being El Drago. Now, the advice in regards to love. Now, I shuffle the cards, right? And sometimes they, do out 1, 2, 3, the next shuffle. But sometimes it's like, it like throws up all over the table. And that's kind of what happened for you for these last 2 things over here. I'm like, geez, do you give me enough cards to read off of here? It's like half the deck. But again, it says, I'll just take them. Obviously, they're meant to come out, right? So aren't you lucky? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You know what I'm saying? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So again, this is the lies we tell ourselves, the excuses that we make for other people, or this is us being shady. I don't know, again, what side of the coin people are falling on. But it's time to wake up and clean that shit out very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Because again, if you want something better, whatever, we got to release what's not going to bring us that, right? So we don't block our own blessings. Honeymoon. Clearly enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this kind of reminds me of the Six of Swords, obviously. When we got Six of Swords here, yep. Leaving the past of the pains behind and then moving on to something better. This is then whether or not that's working things out with people, depending on who you're dealing with here on the table. But trying to come to, again, some resolution that is going to bring you peace, happiness, and expansion and growth. And if you can work things out with certain people, great. If you can't, keep it moving. Other people might want to come in, flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Unrequited love. That shit sucks. It says, I think that's like, it sucks. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So again, I don't know if we're dealing with shady ass people who we figured out in the end didn't love us. So we're just there again to pick the fruit and not feed the soil. And we allowed a lot of bullshit, and maybe we're coming into some intuition in regards to the people we were dealing with. Maybe there was some cheating, some third-party situations. Again, what have you. This is also, too, I don't know if people are saying flirt and unrequited love, so maybe in order to get love, you're going to have to give it. So I don't know if anybody's holding back feelings here. Soulmates, yes, this is your soulmate, but of course, but remember, not all soulmates are life partnerships. Reason, season, lifetime people. Some situations are karmic. That are meant to teach you an aspect about yourself that's got to go, and usually it's rooted in self-love, self-respect, and boundaries, right? This could also be indicating that maybe, someone new is trying to come in, another soulmate, but you're needing to obviously clean up whatever you got to clean up and figure out some shit and be ready to move forward again with a newfound sense of self. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Ah, yes, because they're the reason why I was so fucked up. Again, childhood wounding. What did love look like to me as a child? It's all rooted in somewhere in there. Family, society, peers, friends, what have you. It all plays a part in our perspective of the self and of other people in the world and how we show up and all this stuff. Again, it's conditioning, right? So it's realizing what's within us that needs some healing. Forgive ourselves for not knowing better. Forgive other people because they are who they are due to their own shit too. Forgive our parents for screwing us up. You know what I'm saying? Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Again, for some, like I said, it ain't just about the woo-woo. We're needing to focus on you. Getting our stuff together, pursuing our dreams, focusing on our goals, becoming better, becoming financially independent and secure, and what have you. Again, taking the lead in one's own life, right? And then you have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Now, again, if you want to meet the one, you have to learn how to you have to be the one. Right? Because two broken halves don't make a whole. You have to become whole within yourself first. Heal before you deal. This way, we're not building a house on brokenness. We're building a house that has a strong foundation that's not based in wounding, need, what have you, karma, negative karma. Right? We're wanting to build things with people that are genuine and that have our best interests at heart. And we need to be that way with other people again, because two broken halves don't make a whole. So if we want someone who can be the one, we have to learn how to be the one ourselves, right? So we have something to offer, and maybe we need to get our finances and again work on ourselves first before we go getting involved in any other kind of things. To be the full package, you know what I'm saying? It might be talking about there was an unrequited love situation again, and maybe we were used, maybe we were deceived, or maybe this is what we were doing to other people. I don't know. Again, I'm outside of the coin people falling on here. Or maybe somebody's trying to, recognize the error of their ways and trying to, heal something or make something right. Or again, I don't know what people are dealing with. And the important thing is that you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Don't you use your intuition when dealing with these people. Yeah, no more lying to ourselves. No more self-deception. Be open to meeting someone new. I told you, they popped out all these cards. I was like, oh, come on, man. But hey, I won't be doing much reading, so enjoy the extra. Be open to meeting someone new. Again, whether it's meeting a new person or seeing someone in a new light. Be open. Check the surrounding cards for clarification. Oh, let's see what they say. Well, we got deception over here. So again, if they're telling us to move on to something else, this shit is, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be single, go out and mingle. Unless your next romantic partner is the delivery person, they aren't going to come to your doorstep. You have to put yourself out there. Never lose sleep over someone who's in bed with someone else. It's painful to hear, but it's the truth. People's choices are in their actions. Try to accept them, heal, and move on. As I mentioned here, I don't know if there was third-party situations because we didn't have the Three of Pentacles, etc. Yay! New love is on the way. Oh, wait, hold on. I skipped from the bottom. I should have did the first. Oh, but you got a teaser. Keep hope alive, except in this situation, okay? Sorry, but fret not. It's for the best. Live, learn, and let go. Put your focus elsewhere. And the wisest investment, again, that you can make is in yourself. Focus on you. Finances and career, healing, etc. They don't care. Keep it moving. Nip that shit in the bud. Whatever it is, nip it. Shit, shinola, know the difference. This is an old saying that not everyone will know, but it basically means to recognize the real from the fake, the truth from the lie, genuineness from falseness, especially in regards to the people that you are dealing with in your personal relationships. You better recognize you're getting played or you're playing someone else. Either way, you're playing yourself. It's time to cut through the bullshit. Like I said, I don't know what side of the coin people are on, but they need to wake up and smell the coffee. Open your eyes and accept the truth of your situation. You cannot heal, save, or change anyone but yourself. Don't take on another's karma or their need for self-healing. These things must come from within. Watch out for codependency. I spoke about this earlier. And then you have here the yay, new love is on the way. Either a completely new person is coming into your life with the potential for romance and love, or a rekindling or deepening of an existing relationship is unfolding. So again, depending on how people are showing up and what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Could be, working something out, or it could be needing to leave some situation behind and move on to something else. Either way, again, use wisdom. You have here, they are sincere, their intentions are good. So again, whether that's a new person or somebody who's trying to, again, straighten up and fly right this time around. Both people living and learning, being able to work together, heal the situation, deal with their own personal stuff, whether that's getting their shit together financially or emotionally or what have you. So again, we stop repeating with these cycles, because again, we keep getting in our own way by not dealing with what's at the root. You know what I'm saying? So either way, I wish you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button to be alerted of videos in the future. And we's tired. Can you hear it? And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.